Hi, my name is LouieS and I'm a junior at Freestyle. Personally, I feel like I'm the average movie watcher. However, I'm a pretty avid fan of boxing, so I think it was only natural for me to watch John Avildsen's Rocky. Throughout the film, we see Rocky develop his skills and manage to get a championship fight with Apollo Creed. And this will all lead to arguably the most remembered scene of the movie. Now, imagine Rocky Balboa training in the city of Philadelphia, scenes of him running through Philly neighborhoods, hitting the speed bag in the gym, punching the meat in the meat locker, and lastly, him running up those steps. This scene is one of the most iconic in movie history and is loved among many. Now, reimagine the scene in its entirety, but without any of the music. Somehow, the scene loses a lot of its significance and almost manages to become somewhat awkward. The lack of music really strips the importance from the scene and turns into just a montage of some Italian guy exercising. Taking this into consideration, I decided to explore more about this topic because in my free time, I often make my own music, but mainly for the use for singers or rappers. But with all the downtime during quarantine, I've really been binge-watching an unhealthy amount of shows and films. This opened my eyes to the abundance of music in these shows and movies and how they are incorporated. In my combination with my curiousness of stepping out of my comfort zone with my music, I ultimately decided to learn more about film scores and attempt to create my own. Scores are vital parts of films because they are able to provide another side of the movie that a visual scene or dialogue can't really create. This is my infographic that illustrates the most important things that scores are capable of. Two of the four things that I have listed here are that scores are capable of communicating things that are unspoken within the movie, and they also have the ability to fill in gaps. In addition, scores can foreshadow parts of the movie, which I think is a really effective ability. So here's my final production. It consisted of a short quote-unquote movie clip that I made and made a film score for. And I tried not to use a visual heavy clip so I could put more focus on the score that I created. As far as making my final production, I decided to take a video of nature, a pretty easy clip to interpret. Not much went into that, but as far as the film score, a majority of my work was done in Reason, which really helped improve my skills with the software. Initially, I started in Pro Tools, but I started figuring out that the instruments in Reason better suited what I was trying to go for. And for the most part, creating the score was less difficult than I anticipated, since I can interpret my clip in any way. However, I had trouble sequencing the piece because I knew that scores are sequenced in many unique ways and that those sequences hold a lot of importance. Although the creation of my score was less difficult than I anticipated, it did take some time trying to find a good mood that fit my clip and then creating layers to add on to my initial theme. But ultimately, and then it worked out pretty well. So the next time you're watching your favorite movie or show, close your eyes for a bit and try to listen for the music in the back and think about how it makes you feel and try to interpret its own story it's trying to tell. Thank you.